Hey, what's going on? It's Blair the Car Guys. Who are we here with today?
Nick Racioppi.
All right, and what'd you end up doing today in Pittsburgh?
Top 16 ARG Pittsburgh with pure BA. Well, I guess with some Kaijus, but mostly pure BA.
No problem. Why'd you choose this day?
Just because I think the Phantom Knight cards are horrible and Beatrice is amazing, so I'd rather just run more ways to make Beatrice. And the Kaijus are really good also.
Right, nothing wrong with that, so let's get into it.
Awesome. So, start off tour guide, obvious. I ran this card, Crane. A lot of people don't run this card, but I think it's really good, at least at 2. I didn't like 3 because like if you open multiple, it's really bad. But I saw it enough where I think 2 was the right amount. And it's just like another tour guide late game. And it's even better because you get back stuff that you already use, like Graph or Sears. So I think it's really good at 2.
I agree.
It's like another tour guide. 3 Terratop, and this guy. I only ran one of this. I never wanted the second. Like this card was okay. It's really good at baiting like back row and stuff. And then you can like summon the next card, like a Rhino or something, if they like use the Phantom Knight Fiendish Chain thing on it. But yeah, it's really good, especially turn 1. I would still play it, even though it wasn't like the best card. It's still really good. So that's it for those 3 Rhino. Always run 3 of this. It's like the best non-BA support, besides tour guide, I guess. So then I ran a bunch of BA monsters. So 3 Skarm, 3 Farfa. I think you have to run 3 of this. I don't know why you run less. This is kind of weird. 3 Calcab.
Ooh, alright, now why 3 of these?
Yeah, just because like sometimes you have to use one on with a Beatrice on their end phase to bounce one, and then on your turn you have to send another one. So that's 2 there, and then you usually want 1 for later in the duel. So it comes up a little bit, and I just wanted more names really, and I think it was like the best extra name I could have put into the deck. So yeah, I think 3 is the. I don't know if I keep playing 3, but it was fine. Like the third one came up one time when like I definitely needed it to bounce the Fog Blade thing, so I could summon my guide. So I would keep playing 3, I guess. At least for now. 2 Seer, obviously gotta run this. 2 of this, Alec. The second one like never really came up, but sometimes you mill the first, and you just like need to use this card. It was good against a Flying Sea that I got hit with. It's pretty good. I think I'd keep running 2. The one-ofs, Rubik, Barbar, Libic, and Graph. Graph's not as good as it used to be because of Beatrice. Like a lot of times it just ends up getting a Skarm and that's it. Libic was really good. The second one came up a lot. Maybe I'd cut the Alec for that. Barbar is ridiculous, and I only used this once to make Virgil, but it was like really good. It was like game ending. So that's it for the BAs. It's a lot of them. Then 3 Maxi. This is really good.
Yeah, kind of broken.
Yeah, I think all the BA decks should be running this. It's really good against BA. It's pretty good against Cosmo. It's good against the extra deck Monarch deck. It's good against the Phantom Knights also. It's really good. I think it's good in the main deck because I wanted to go second also with this deck. And yeah, like these next cards, you'll see all the Kaiju stuff. It's really good going second. So I ran 4 Kaijus. Everyone runs this one. I also ran this for the extra name. It's worse, but it's pretty good still. And I ran this because sometimes you have to crash Beatrice to get to Pilgrim, and this just gets you to Pilgrim because it's 27. It's also a wind, so you can summon a Takenborg if that ever comes up. I like the ratio though. Originally I was running more, and then I cut it to like 2 of them, but I think 4 is the right amount because you want to see 1, but drawing into multiples isn't that bad either because if you summon 1 to their side, you summon 1 your own to help with DK. So I think 4 is pretty good. I'd consider maybe cutting this for a 3rd Gamer Seal, because you rarely ever use this spell for its actual effect, but it was fine. That's it for the monsters, 34, gotcha. So a lot of monsters. 3 Twin Twister. I'm not a big fan of this card, because I don't like it against the extra Monarch deck, the one that runs the extra deck. It's really good against Cosmo though, and it's okay against the PK deck. I don't think it's that great because they just have like strikes and stuff, and those cards aren't even that good against this deck because if they strike Beatrice or Dante, it's not the end of the world usually. But you gotta play because it's also like an engine card, and it's really good against Cosmo because you have to deal with Mojo and Cold. So the 3 one-ofs, Soul Charge. This was the best card in my deck. I drew this card a decent amount, it's like ridiculous. I would always Soul Charge for like 4 or 5. This is like by far the best card. Foolish, this was okay, but it's usually just there to send Graph, and if you already use Graph, it's kind of bad. And this was because you send this off Beatrice, and then you could add a Kaiju during your turn to out like a Dark Destroyer or Beatrice.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So I go side. Actually, no, extra first. 3 Beatrice. I made 3 like almost every game. Like you definitely have to run 3. The 3rd one like always comes up. Same with the 3 Dante. I would make the 3 Beatrice more than I make 3 Dante, but I would make 3 Dante a decent amount where it's worth running. 2 of the break sword thing. I never made 2, but I think I'd still run 2 just because it comes up in testing, but it didn't really come up in the tournament. But this card's really good. The 1 Grand Pulse, I made this actually a lot. A couple times when I assumed they were playing like Chaos Trap Hole or something, I would just make this to pop a back row because it's a water. And one time I popped the Chaos Trap Hole with it, so yeah, it comes up. And it's also really big too, it's 28. 28 defense. This, I made it once when I shouldn't have, but it's just there because sometimes it will come up, but it didn't in this tournament for me. 2 F-Zero for Cosmo, 2 Pilgrim. I made 2 a couple times, so I definitely would keep running this, and then the 1 Virgil, which I only made once, but it was good when I made it. I like the extra deck though, no real problems. So side deck, 3 Flying Sea.
Of course.
I never actually summoned this against any of the BA decks, but it's still really good, like I'd still play it. 2 Valor, this is for the Monarchs. I kind of wish I ran 3 over the 3rd Flying, because I was more worried about the Monarch deck than I was the BA deck, and I ended up losing the Monarch, which was not good. The extra Monarch deck's really good though. So, this is what I decided for that though. 2 Dark Hole Regeki, just because you gotta clear their monsters. It's really good against both versions of the Monarch deck, because Massacre Restrict is only really good against the regular Monarch. The other one has more outs to it, but this is much better against both versions. So I decided that in against all the Monarch guys, and it was really good.
Nice.
This was for the extra deck Monarch. If they went Stormforth, my Beatrice or something, I would send this. So then during my turn, I wouldn't lose to the field spell. I could banish it from grave to deal with it. So it was just there for that. But it came up once, and it was really good. It made him change his play because he knew I would do that. So that's it for those cards. And this is kind of the weird thing I played. I ran this. Like I know some people know about this now, but I also ran the Doom Dog. The idea behind this was I wanted 3 spots for Cosmo, and this also hits like other random decks as well, and it's searchable due to this card. This is a level 3 Fiend, so you search it with Scarm, and you can also summon it with Libic from hand, and you can also just summon it off Tour Guide. And when it's destroyed from the field to grave, you add Norlaris. And this guy is really good against like Cosmo because they just have no outs and your stuff just floats. But it never actually came up because I only played 1 Cosmo. I played a lot of BA and the Monarch deck, and it just never came up. I only summoned it once, and that was in top. And it was the last card I summoned, and then he outed it, so I lost. But I think it's cool, like especially because of this card, because then you can just get access to it when you need it. But besides that, I think it was like I didn't really use it, but it's not the worst.
Yeah, it was a cool idea.
Yeah. So then I ran this card just because I was afraid of the next card. I ran 2 of this also, 2 Mischief of the Gnomes. I was worried in the BA Mirror because if they go first and make Beatrice and send this and banish it during my turn, I just really can't do anything. The best I can do is like special BAs and then just pass. But this is like really good because you could make it and then bounce their Beatrice with it, and then they also have to deal with this on their turn. So I just ran it. I never came up because I didn't play many BA decks. Like most of the PK ones I played didn't even play Mischiefs. But I'm still glad I ran it because if it ever comes up, it's like really good. It helps you from just straight up losing. And then I ran 2 of this. Most people run 1 just because you use the first one. The theory was you go first against in the mirror and you use 1 to stop their turn, and then the next turn if you can't kill them, then you just do it again, and then they lose like 2 turns and they're really behind at that point. So I think running 2 is the right amount. But I understand why you'd run 1.
Oh yeah.
So that's the whole list.
And if did you have any shout outs?
Shout out to Mike Albanese. He helped with the deck. He came up with some of the ideas, and Chris Ferrara came with him also. Jeremy Ortiz for his first top, and yeah, that's it.
All right, well, we appreciate you. Congratulations on your top.
Thank you.
And we'll see you next time. So look at the card, guys.
Peace.